It's actually quite cool because the old lady who used to live here, she kept it in very good condition, even though it's been 40 years. A lot of our friends like to remark that they recognize that this is our house because of the gates, and they think it's very much something that young people have, but that's actually untrue because it was the old lady who had the pink gate and it was only us who retained it.
And then she passed on. So her son inherited this place. So he had to sell it, and I guess we got a good deal in that way because he had to sell it off.
It's 770 square feet and we've been here for about 3 months now. She also kept a lot of things. We have the original envelope when she received the keys in 1980. And also we are called Block A instead of Block 1 because this was before postal codes were introduced in Singapore. We were a bit tired of looking at new BTOs because a lot of the newer ones, they seem quite standard. This was actually the first old flat that we saw, and once we saw it we fell in love because we saw the floor tiles. Terrazzo doesn't work for some people, but for us we both saw and our mouths went like... Thereafter every house we saw, we just compared against this, and a month later we made our offer. I think one thing that worked for our house was that both of us are actually really into like retro and vintage things. So design consideration wise, we didn't really have any clash or conflict. Our house is, I guess, an embodiment of the people that we are. We like art, so we generally collected art even before we had this house. We try not to get generic pieces, we try to support local artists. Every piece in this house has a story. That's why our walls are still quite bare. We've only moved in for some time, but we don't want to collect art for the sake of having them. We want them to have a story. I think it is a good feminine power, this piece, and when we bought it, it didn't actually have a name to it, but when the artist delivered it to us, she coincidentally titled it The Divine Feminine, which is Mac Miller's album, and I really love that album, so perfect coincidence, really, really nice. Those pieces behind our dining table, we especially like them. A lot of people ask us where we get it from. They're actually from Jeanna's mother, because her mother was in the shipping industry, and I think in the 1980s they are created by the indigenous people of Panama.
Traditionally, I think the old 3-room flat, the toilets are split into the shower area and then a separate toilet for the toilet bowl. So we knew that we needed 2 toilet bowls because this guy right here uses the toilet considerably. So we had to make sure that there was like a guest toilet and also a master bedroom toilet.
But because a lot of our kitchens filled with old pipes that had to be concealed, we didn't have much counter space, and that's why eventually we caved and we got a kitchen island to do most of our prep work. I love living with her. That's my favourite part.
Oh, there are a lot of chickens downstairs. I don't know if you've seen the chickens. So it's helping him get over his fear of birds.
Yeah, I do have a big fear of birds.
Yeah. But it makes you feel like you're in a kampong because there are a lot of like cute chickens downstairs.
We kept the stories and the vibes, man. Oh my god, yeah.
Thanks for staying till the end. Now if you like what you've just seen, do subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you get updates whenever a new video pops out. And if you'd like to have your home featured, feel free to drop us an email at hello@stakedhomes.com.